Hi there, and welcome to the pink jumpsuit. This is what I've decided to call this, I guess, video podcast, all about Glossier, product reviews, all these things that we're going to be discussing here. I'm your host, Nicole. If you don't know me, hi. This isn't the only thing that I'm going to be doing on my channel, but this is one of the things because my day job is working at Glossier LA. And I've been a super fan for a really long time. I think what I've been craving, and I used to make content on TikTok, but people really like a deep dive. And I really like deep diving, and I know way too much about the products and the company. And I think I just wanted something to channel all of this energy into. So here we are. Welcome to the pink jumpsuit. Today we're going to be doing something really fun. I thought it'd be really cool to do a recap of all of the releases from 2024. So 2024 and 2023 were both years after Kyle Leahy became CEO of Glossier and Emily Weiss stepped down. And there definitely has been a bigger shift in terms of product releases amongst other things, but we're just going to focus on the product releases right now today. And Kyle Leahy and Emily Weiss were discussing in an article how Glossier got its glow back, that they were kind of strategizing to bring the company back to life, and really landed on these three core elements that the community wanted. So one was more new products. They just want to buy more. To be able to purchase the brand at Sephora and Ulta, and then to have a broader international distribution. And Kyle also mentioned that not only were they interested in growth in fragrance and skincare and makeup, that the company's known for, there's also the body category and merch category. And I think the releases from the past 2 years really reflect that. We're going to be focusing on 2024. I will probably do a deep dive of 2023 as well, but it's the new year. It's what's on my mind. So I thought it'd just be fun to do a little recap, because even as an employee there, honestly, some of the releases I totally forgot about. And it was really kind of crazy to see how many products were released compared to as a longtime fan, you would wait months for a new release and they would have so much buildup. And now, there's a new product pretty much every 2 to 4 weeks. Disclaimer, so even though I work at the company, I am not an official representative of the company. So everything that I'm going to be talking about in these episodes, they're going to be my opinions. Don't ask me about any proprietary information. Don't ask me how to get brand deals or how to do a return or something. I'm not a customer service person here. I'm not on the clock right now. This is just something that I'm doing for fun and to share my love of the brand and have fun discussions with all of you guys. And nothing I say is going to represent the company's stance in any way. I think a lot of the language I will refer to is the company's messaging, just because I'm very well versed in it. So when it comes to product benefits, language used to describe the products or things like that, I definitely will probably sound like the copy from the company, but I don't represent the company. I am my own entity, and I would like to keep my job. Thanks very much. So 2024 was a really big year for Glossier. There were, I think the tally, depending on if I'm counting every single shade of an item, it was over 60 SKUs, 60 new products, which is absolutely insane. I included some limited edition merch as well as some location specific merch just because like it is within the company, even if it's not available everywhere. Just because like it's kind of amazing that products are being like manufactured and shipped out, and like you have to, there's just a lot more to it than I think most people realize. And that's just coming not just from the company Glossier, but like any company that has to deal with manufacturing. So let's jump into it. Let's just jump into it. So in January, it looks like we had only 3 releases. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog barking. My roommate's boyfriend and his friend came in and she really hates men, so she's been barking at them. And they left already, but she's really determined to make sure they stay out. January, it's very much a quieter month in retail in general. If you're someone who works in retail, you know. And we're also coming off of the holidays, which is a big season for new product releases from Glossier specifically. So January, kind of a quieter month. The first release was Full Orbit Eye Serum, pictured over here. This is a brightening and depuffing eye serum. This was meant to kind of replace the gap in the skincare lineup that Bubble Wrap left. So if you're a big fan, you know that in 2019, Glossier launched a eye and lip plumper called Bubble Wrap. And it was meant to be, I remember because I was working for the company at the time, the language was that because like your skin around your eye and your lips are very thin, this product was great for like both those areas to kind of like plump and enhance those, very thin areas on your face. And so Full Orbit is more of it's specifically created for the eye. It's formulated for the eye area. And I will say it does do a much better job with depuffing. So I'm someone with like chronic allergies, and I was really pleasantly surprised at how well it worked, especially my upper eyelids. I tend to get really swollen in the spring months, and it really helped to depuff all of it. But very different purposes for both the eye cream. So Full Orbit depuffing, Bubble Wrap meant to like basically do the opposite, like hydrating, puffing up, filling in. Okay, so January Full Orbit. Then we had 2 other launches. These came at the same time. It was the Jumbo Milky Jelly Cleanser. So it's a 300 milliliter Milky Jelly Cleanser as opposed to the regular 177 milliliter. And then we also had the Jumbo After Balm. Yay! I actually really love both of these. I'm an avid user of both. So having the jumbo sizes and have it be like a little bit more of a savings as well was super great. Both of them were kind of like sleeper hits. Like the people who replan on these products a lot definitely love them, but I don't think it made as big of a splash. And these were limited edition items as well. I love them. I love having jumbo sizes. I love minis and I love jumbos. But that was all for January. And then February was kind of a quieter month as well. So February, the only release was the Cloud Paint bronzers, and these were meant to replace the old bronzers, which were called Solar Paint. The big difference between Solar Paint, actually, these are both very, very different products. So Solar Paint was it kind of came in the tube, but also had a doe foot applicator inside, and the product itself was this very like shimmery liquid, and just had a metallic sheen, like shimmer to it. And the main complaint was like it didn't blend very well. It wasn't like a huge shade range, and they were all very warm colors. And that was replaced by Cloud Paint bronzers, which I think is a much more familiar product for the Glossier consumer. It's almost more of a shade extension than a brand new product. So the Cloud Paint bronzers, they are a more neutrally toned bronzer, and there's no shimmer to it. It's the same finish as Cloud Paint. But they just add like a wash of warmth. Like they add a little bit of warmth to the face without being too like orange or being like too warm or cool. I think a lot of them actually like skew a little bit cooler. They're really nice. My own opinion, I think they could have had a larger shade range, but neither here nor there. I feel like contours and bronzers are not a huge like product for most Glossier users. I don't know. I use it very regularly, but it's a very subtle difference. And I think having them launch in February was an interesting choice. I guess some places like LA, it's still hot, but personally, I was in New York and I was not thinking about bronzers at all during that time. But anyway, let's move on to March. So in March, also kind of quieter month, there was a store-specific merch launch, which was the London hoodie. It's this fabulous robin blue egg hoodie with the Glossier embroidery on the front of the sweatshirt and a embroidered patch on the wrist. And this is a location-specific merch item for the London store and is also available in the New York store in Soho. Yeah, honestly, very cute color. I loved it. It was super popular. Kind of a sleeper hit. There's lots of hoodies in Soho. If you've been, you know. But I think overall, like, people really love the location specific merch items. I think it's like a really fun thing that Glossier does, and the more the merrier. The next launch for March was the Body Hero lotion and oil wash relaunch. So the previous versions of the lotion and wash, the lotion, it was actually a cream, like a much thicker cream. It was very, very thick. And I think that was the number one complaint, was people were saying that it was too thick. It was really sticky. It would make people's skin pill. And also it had this shimmer in it as well. I think it was, maybe there was there was some kind of light reflecting stuff in it. And so it kind of left your skin very glittery, and people didn't really love that. I didn't have a problem with it, but people didn't really love it. And then when it came to the wash, I believe they reformulated it to have a richer lather and also took out the sesame oil, which is a very common allergen, and replaced it with avocado oil, which I do know people who are allergic to avocados, but you know, you'll win some, you'll lose some. And so the replacement product, or I guess the relaunch, the lotion is now in a tube or a container with a pump on it. And it matches the oil wash, which is really nice. It's nice to have the pump. Before it used to be in this like a tube where you had to like squeeze out and it had a cap. So it's much more convenient. It's a much lighter texture as well. So it's definitely a lighter weight lotion, and it absorbs really quickly. They definitely increase the fragrance payoff as well. So smells amazing. And then the wash is pretty much the same. The lather is a bit thicker, and they also increase the fragrance in it as well. So both really great products and made even better. Let's move on to April. So April, we had let's see. Oh, it gets pretty interesting in April. So the first release was kind of a quieter release. Didn't have like a huge campaign around it, but it was the Greens blanket relaunch. This was originally a product, from what I've read, was developed as a gift for the Glossier employees, and then that was also how like the gray sweatshirts, like the really original gray sweatshirts were created. They were just like employee gifts, and then fans really wanted them, so Glossier, made them available to the public. And it was originally launched in 2021, and they relaunched it in 2024. I think it was a great time for the greens blanket because people were starting to go out. It's the springtime. It's a great picnic blanket. So that was really cute, but on the quieter side, and also like a relaunch. And then we also had the Invisible Shield relaunch. So if you are familiar with the old Invisible Shield, it came in this like white tube, I guess, with a yellow cap. I feel like it was very similar branding to Drunk Elephant, but I feel like Glossier did it first, right? So anyway, it was SPF 35. Some of the main benefits of it were that it had a really nice fragrance of orange or like citrus oil or like orange peel oil or something. And then it also was like a really nice lightweight water gel, like almost like a serum, and went on, left your skin really dewy. And I'm trying to think what else. There was something I'm missing. And it was SPF 35, which, is an acceptable SPF for everyday use if you're not like outside a lot. And this has now been replaced with the new Invisible Shield, which comes in a tube, doesn't require a pump, and comes in this kind of like fun orange container. If you leave it in the sun, the invisible writing will show from the UV rays, which is like a little fun Easter egg. And the new formula is also a silicone-based gel formula. It's very light. It's kind of similar to the Supergoop one, but I will say I have compared them side to side, and the Glossier one is a lot lighter. It's like almost like a souffle. And there's no fragrance in it, which is great. There's no dry down time. Glossier increased it to SPF 50, which I think was a big ask. And I remember getting a lot of feedback like, do you have anything with a higher SPF? So now it exists and it's great. I think it's a great product. I think I miss the old formula because for me, it's like a really nostalgic product in that it was the first sunscreen that I ever used that I liked using and look forward to using every day. I do really like the new Invisible Shield. It's just different. All right. And then the next launch was a big one. Anytime there is a bomb.com launch, it's a huge deal. There's big campaigns. There's lots of pomp and circumstance. Is that what it is? I don't know. It's a big show. It's, this is like the hero products of hero products for Glossier is the bomb.com. And we welcomed strawberrybomb.com in April of 2024. Big launch. And it was very exciting because it was kind of the hint that the old formula of the bomb.com was going to come back. So the strawberry was launched as a permanent product and was the original formula. So back in 2023, Glossier had reformulated the bomb.coms to be vegan and have reverted back to the old formula, which includes non-vegan products such as lanolin, which is derived from wool, beeswax, which is derived from bees, and petroleum, which is, I guess, technically a byproduct of the fossil fuel industry. But it's basically Vaseline. Like whatever's in Vaseline, it's petroleum jelly. Everyone uses it. It's not like a huge deal, I guess. It's not like Anyway, works great. I love strawberrybomb.com. She was so beautiful, such a fun change. I think this is also the first permanent addition to the bomb.com lineup since Berry, other than Wild Fig, but I don't count Wild Fig because when it first came out, it was limited edition and they brought it back later. So this is the first, we're launching it and it's permanent. So exciting. And then the final launch of, was this April 2024, was the replacement of the rollerball to, or I guess the transition from rollerball to the 8 milliliter travel spray. Personally, I really hated the rollerballs. They leaked in my bag all the time. So you would lose tons of product. I think like the rollerball would just like leave a big goop of perfume and you have to like spread it around manually like this. I really love the spray. The atomizer makes a great, very fine mist that you can get everywhere. It's very similar to all the other atomizers from the other perfumes. So I personally love it a lot better. Even though I'm not even a big fragrance person, I just really prefer it. All right, now let's get into May. And now it's starting to get interesting. So the first launch of May was something that I have been asked a million times if Glossier had. And I think was a really natural progression for the company, which is lip liners. So lip line, these nipple shaded lip liners came out May of 2024. Along with a relaunch of the pencil sharpener that it's not the exact sharpener because it doesn't say Glossier Play on it, but or come with like that little wax crayon that you could use to clean it. But it is a very, very, very similar sharpener with a German blade, like a German manufactured blade. It's honestly the best pencil sharpener I've ever had, and I've had like many makeup pencil sharpeners. I love this one because the cap screws on so your pencil shavings don't fly everywhere in your bag. And the lip lines, oh my god. This product changed my life. Like, no joke. When I first heard that I was launching, I was very like, lip liners? That's so 90s. Like, I don't use lip liners. I'm not a lip liner person. And once they launched, I'm like addicted to the lip liners. Bit is my girl. It won't stay in stock. It's so popular, and if you don't know, now you know. If you see Bit, just buy it. Like 95% of people who try it absolutely love it. It's my favorite color. But yeah, the lip line, the formula is amazing. It is very, very smooth to put on. If you put it on just your like dry exfoliated lips, it will stay all day. Like, it does not move. And then if you do want like a softer look, I recommend using like a Balm.com on top or something else. But if you're doing just the lip line and the lip gloss, like, it does not move. It's a great product. Like, Glossier really ate with that one. They really ate with that one. Congratulations. Okay, and then another really big launch in May. I guess like preparing for the summer, you know, like everyone's out and about, ready to go shopping. So summer's a big season. But going into that, we had the original Balm.com formula relaunch. Woo! We won! Yeah! Woo! Honestly, I have been such a big fan of Balm.com since the beginning, and that reform was poo-poo caca. So happy. Unfortunately, we did lose a soldier in the relaunch. We lost Berry Balm.com. Holding on to my 2 original packaging Berry Balm.coms for dear life. But yeah, it just, you know, Glossier does that. You know, they discontinue things that aren't super popular, and I guess y'all didn't buy enough Berry. It is what it is. So just getting wild. I'm getting crazy. No, but everyone was really excited about this. They also did a really fun campaign for the relaunch. There were like influencer events, and then they also brought back the sticker sheets, like this kind of reimagined like fruit sticker sheet for this launch, which is, you know, harkens back to the olden days when you would get a full sticker sheet with your order. It's so cute. RIP those days. And then we had some more exciting news. The Las Vegas store opened, and they have a really cool theme. It is definitely Vegas themed. There's a lot of lights and like casino vibes, and also their selfie room is kind of this very like space alien, but like very Y2K themed room. And they also have their own specific merch items, and I do believe that Vegas is considered a flagship store, so they have a lot of the limited edition merch items from other stores as well. So, but they also came out with their own merch items, and usually stores will only have like 1 or 2 items. They have 4 items. So the Vegas merch items are the baby tee. It's like a rhinestoned baby tee. It says Glossier with a little heart as the O. The boxer shorts, so cute. What an adorable set. The Vegas keychain that has little dice on it, or die. And then the scrunchies, which are clearly garters, but you know, the base audience or like base consumer for Glossier is mostly teens, so I don't think they could say like garters outright. It's kind of funny to like think about having like little teens or children with like garters in their hair. I don't know. I guess you could wear it as a scrunchie, but it really looks like garters, and that's like kind of Vegas theme. You know, you're getting married in Vegas. Yeah, so that was super cute. I can't wait to go to the Vegas store. I will be making a stop there. Another May release was the extra large utility bag. This stunning canvas tote. It's a very heavy duty canvas, which kind of harkens back to the Brooklyn tote. It's the permanent but location specific merch item for the Brooklyn store. It's also available in the Soho store as well, because, you know, they're neighbors. But, you know, you could have a little matching bag moment. You can have a little one, you can have a big one. But I love this tote. It's so cute. Let me see if I can grab mine. Let me see if I have it in the room. Okay. Oh, here it is. Absolutely love this tote. I literally carry my Chihuahua around in it all the time, and I got her name monogrammed, Miss Doge. It's adorable. There's all these pockets in it. This pocket inside perfectly fits your cell phone if you have an iPhone. And yeah, it's a perfect everyday bag. You can fit a laptop in it. You can fit books in it. You can fit your lunchbox in it. Everybody has one at work. Like, everybody always uses theirs. And then the final launch. I need a break. Hold on. Guys, this is such a long episode. Like, I'm so thirsty. Oh, God, sorry. Such a long episode. Talking so much. I really took a breather. Okay, so the final launch of May was the Tumblr relaunch. And if you're mad you didn't hear about this, I'm so sorry, because it was a very, very quiet launch. They just kind of appeared one day in the Los Angeles store and the Soho store specifically. But in May, they rebranded and relaunched the very, very coveted 2023 holiday Tumblr into the 2024 Tumblr. And yeah, we had them for months. Like, the people who know, but like, you could have gotten so many Tumblrs over the summer if you just knew that you just had to go to not the Vegas store, the Los Angeles store or the Soho store in New York. They were there. They were just sitting there. Let's move on to June. So June was very, there was a change in the wind. There was something strange was coming. Glossier kind of, I feel like, saw the success of the holiday collections and they were like, we got to create something for the summer. We got to capitalize on seasons. And so they came out with the summer capsule collection, which the first launch was it came in, I think 3 parts, I believe. It's kind of fuzzy. I know it was only like 6 months ago, but there's so many things in my brain. But it started, the products in the release, at least in June, were Ultralip in Deco and Apricot. So Deco was this very warm burnt orange, and Apricot, which was a warm peach. And they came in these limited edition orange Ultralip tubes with like different branding, different font. And this, I think this collection, what was it? It was like inspired by the Amalfi Coast, Italy. Vacation, Europe, summer. And also included this wide tooth comb, this orange comb, a claw clip, this very coveted sling, which is just like a lanyard, and it had a branded Glossier bottle opener and a little 3-eyed smiley sun pendant or charm or whatever you want to call it, and this purple bandana, which you apparently could use as a shirt or in your hair, all-purpose bandana. It was very cute. And then there was also the summer capsule sticker. I won't consider that a release, but it was very cute. And then in July, so that was the only new product for June, but that was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new products. And then in July, they introduced the towel, which was a 100% cotton Turkish towel. It came in this lovely yellow. I was a hater. I have been reformed. I'll be getting another one. But it's a really nice, lightweight, like great all-purpose towel you can take to the beach. You can sit on it. I personally use it as a shower towel, and it's very absorbent. So I love that. And then, interestingly enough, in July, Glossier launched in Mecca, which is, I guess it's kind of like the Ulta or Sephora of Australia. And that it's not a launch, but I think it's just something to note because that was mentioned in the Inc. article I had spoken about earlier, where they were really focusing on trying to get international distribution for the products. So yeah, the Mecca launch was huge. They had some really fun events that I saw on social media. But that was June and July. And then we're going to move on to August, which I think is where things start to get more interesting. So we had 4 releases in August, and it starts with Boy Brow Arch, which I think was a really interesting, I think Lip Line and Boy Brow Arch, which is a brow pencil, essentially, at its core. I feel like at first Glossier was kind of like, no, we're like the no makeup brand, but I think they've been able to like take these products and kind of add their own spin, their own innovation to them. So Boy Brow Arch is a very fine tipped eyebrow pencil, which I actually think I haven't seen a lot of in the market. Usually they're like a lot chunkier. I was personally a big fan of the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. But it's a very thin tipped pomade. And the formula is very, it doesn't smudge very much, and so you're able to get very fine hair-like strokes. And then the packaging is interesting in that you're meant to use the cap as a sharpening tool for the product, and then you can sharpen it and make the edge really pointed. in order to like get the fine strokes, or you can use it flat and kind of do more broad coloring of the eyebrow. I really love Boy Brow Arch. I think for me, when I decided to shave my eyebrows off, it came in handy for being able to like stencil in kind of the general shape of my brow, like back in. Do I think it's the most innovative or like the best, of an eyebrow pencil on the market? There are so many. Who's to say? I do like it. I don't know if it's something that I would like repurchase just because I'm not like big on eyebrows, but I might, But I thought that was a very interesting launch to have, I guess, to expand their eyebrow line from just boy brow and then adding brow flick, which I really hope they don't discontinue brow flick, because I feel like Boy Brow Arch and brow flick are such different products. Like brow flick, it's waterproof. Like it does not move. Like if you don't wash it off, it probably won't come off. And it's a brush tipped like marker almost. Like it's more of an ink than it is like a crayon or a pomade or a wax based product. And I actually really prefer that. So I hope they keep both the products in the lineup, but it's interesting to see them add another eyebrow product, especially, as like the brand's ethos has in the past been more like less is more and like fewer products. But, honestly, sometimes I do use all three products at once and it's not a huge hassle. They all have their different use cases, I guess. Okay. The next product also kind of harkens back to the strategy that Kyle was talking about in terms of expanding body products. So we had the release of Creme de You. This was a cool campaign. Yeah, so Creme de You, I think, the community was definitely asking for more you scented products. And this was a really great, very luxurious, elevated product. I think a great companion to the You lineup, or I guess great addition to the You lineup. I think it does not directly compete with the body lotion in that like the price points are really different. I think the product is more elevated. It comes in a glass container. It is very heavily fragranced. At first I did not love the fragrance. I'm just not, like I've said, not a huge perfume person, but it's really grown on me in terms of the texture and the benefits of the lotion or like the body cream itself. It's super, super hydrating. It's super rich. My skin just feels so nice and buttery afterward. Like it's hard to resist, especially when I'm putting it on every day. So they also make really great gifts. Like I think it's a great safe gift if you know someone likes Glossier You, they'll probably like this. Yeah, and then moving on. So the next two product releases, I think it's important to preface that 2024 marked the 10-year anniversary of Glossier as a company. And so going into the fall, we're going to see them, celebrating that 10-year anniversary benchmark. And that's super exciting. I don't know, these 10 years went by fast. I don't know if it's the pandemic or something, but I can't believe it's been 10 years. Like 10 years ago, I've been using these products, only since 2017, but feeling old. Not really. Okay. Also, I'm 33. I've been using Glossier since 2017. Look how good my skin looks. It looks pretty good. Genetics plays a role, but taking care of your skin also plays a role. But yes, so going into the fall, Glossier was definitely celebrating their 10th birthday, as they should. And the next two products, so we have the logo tee, which is a white t-shirt with a lot of the old stickers from the stores and like different logos that the company has used printed on the back of the t-shirt, and the launch of the membership keychain. So Glossier has now partnered with TYB. I think the company's called Try Your Best, which is a like community platform, or like a platform for brands to connect with their communities so that they can like participate in challenges and, you know, be in more direct contact and have more feedback with the community. And in return, the customers get to have certain perks, like they get like points and they can like win prizes and things. So the membership keychain, this really cute little metal keychain, it's actually pretty heavy. I really like it. It feels very luxurious. Was meant to be kind of like the first little birthday gift. It's a free gift with purchase, I believe. Especially online, you have to have like a certain code to get it. In stores, you know, you just ask an editor and they'll let you know the scoop on it. But this really cute keychain it says G member on it. It's kind of meant to be like a gift for the fans of Glossier, like a little gift with purchase, to celebrate that you are a member of the G club. And that was bad. But those were the August launches. And then going into September, it's very much birthday celebrations. So Glossier's birthday officially is October 6th. So she's a Libra. And September was all about birthday. Well, first we had the lip gloss extensions, which chef's kiss, they ate with this one again. But I don't think they had expanded the lip gloss shades since like maybe 2018 or 2019, which is surprising because it is a really, you know, I definitely would consider it like a hero product for the brand. So the original shades are clear, red, and holographic, which is a kind of like a purpley shimmer. And the new extensions, they introduced a shimmery pink, a brown, and a shimmery bronze with like a gold shimmer. And these are so good. Like, I could not get enough of these lip glosses. I thought I loved the lip gloss before, and now I'm like I love the brown gloss so much. There's something about browns right now that just drive me crazy. But yeah, love this extension. And then the rest of the month, very much dedicated to birthday products. So we had the birthday t-shirt, which on the back had all of the past stickers, store stickers, seasonal stickers from the past 10 years of Glossier, which, you know, if you're an avid fan and very much a collector of the stickers, this is a really, really cool shirt to like see all of the different things that you could possibly have in your collection too. We also had the mystery sticker packs, which were a in-store exclusive and just, you know, a mystery pack, you know, very, very trendy kind of the like Pokemon cards, or I guess more recently Sunny Angel craze, where you like don't know what you're gonna get, which were really, really popular. Like, love the mystery sticker pack idea. I kind of hope they bring that back. But you got like 5 mystery stickers, and they could be like old seasonal stickers. They could be stickers from the old launches. We had the birthday candle release, which is this gorgeous like chrome glass candle with a birthday cake scent. And honestly, I hated the scent when they first came in the store, because they were so sweet, like just so sweet. It gave me headaches. But once you burn it, it's actually a very mellow marshmallow, and I kind of would recommend it, even if like you're just buying it to keep the glass too. The glass is so cool. It was meant to go with some of the other birthday things, like maybe, I don't know, the Zippo lighter, which I wish I got one, but they made so few of these. These were like so exclusive. Like, damn. I really hope they bring these back too, but these Zippo lighters with "You Look Good" engraved into the lighter. It's refillable. It was just really, really cute. Yeah, and it went really well with the birthday candle. And then they also released these wavy trays, which are kind of an homage to the wavy trays that you see in the stores. But this one, you can like flip it upside down for the wavies to be up, and you could use it as a soap dish, or you can put it the other way and use it as some kind of display. Man, having all three, that is like, you're a real one if you have those. Let me know if you got one of the lighters. Those were so cool. You're cool if you have a lighter. Smoking's bad, but anyway. Okay. So really big, fun merch heavy releases for the summer going into the fall. And now we're going into October, which, if you know, this is like the Super Bowl of Glossier launch seasons, or like the season for the most like launches, because this is the beginning of the holiday season. So October opens very dramatically with the Dallas store opening. Yay! Woo! Super cute store. It's art, I guess, like art store themed. I haven't been yet. Also somewhere out where I'll need to go visit. And they came out with their store merch item, just one item. It's the Dallas tote, which is the XL tote, but it is green and has some other like branding and some designs on it, which is really cute. But yeah, October was a huge month for the new releases, new products. Rev and Do. Yeah, the build up to these, so people were begging for new perfumes from Glossier. Glossier You, I won't get into it here, but it's a legendary perfume release. I think it really changed the game for perfumes and like the popularity of perfumes and people's obsessions with perfumes. Like, people are obsessed with Glossier You, and Glossier heard that and they're like, we're gonna ride this wave. It took a while. So I think Glossier You launched in 2018. So it took a while. I think 7 years. I think they were like developing. I read an article where they said they were developing these fragrances for 7 years, and they made us wait. But it was totally worth the wait, because Rev and Do are incredible fragrances. Like, I as a non-fragrance person, I really, really love these fragrances. They're not paying me to say that. Okay, so Rev, the top note is a buttercream, and then the middle notes are a plum butter, sweet almond, and sandalwood. And once those like really sweet top notes fade, the sandalwood is so warm and like complex. I'm obsessed with it. And all three fragrances have the same base notes, so they go really well together. It's ambrox and ambrette seeds. Do is the kind of clean girl sister to the party girl Rev. So Do has this, the top note is sweet violet. So it's got this like really delicate, initial like sweet fragrance, and then it builds into this really woody, really warm body, which is made up. The notes are Palo Santo, frankincense, and myrrh, which it was so funny when we were first testing the fragrances. Somebody was like, this smells kind of like a church, which, you know, makes sense, because frankincense and myrrh are what churches, like especially Catholic churches, burn, the incense. So yeah, I really love these fragrances. And then kind of winding into the holiday season for the rest of October. So we had the hot cocoa and cookie butter bomb.com relaunch. That one was a little bit quieter, but I think the people who are fans of it were definitely excited to get their hands on it. It was really nice this year because everything was the same non-vegan formula that you could bundle them with the other sets. Then we had the Chrome Beauty Bag release, which kind of went with the rest of the birthday stuff with the Chrome theme. We had the Glossier U Discovery set, which was for a little bit the only way you could get the travel, like the 8 milliliter sizes of the Rev and Dew. The Future Dew Solid, which is like the Future Dew serum, but in a solid form. It's basically like a stick highlighter that has that really like dewy, oil-based, a little bit, not necessarily like a shimmer, but like does have like light reflecting properties. It's really beautiful. I really love that product. The Lash Kit, which definitely a big ask from the community. I got someone in store asked a lot of times if we had eyelash curlers, and cool to see like a branded eyelash curler, and that also came with a black lash slick. And then the espresso and biscotti bomb.com launches, these were like in a set, which this is my opinion. I don't know if like sets, as a consumer, like I just want to have more choice when it comes to whether or not I want to buy things in a set or not. I kind of like really hope that Glossier changes it up next holiday season, because I think we would have I just would have preferred to buy either espresso or biscotti, and I did not like that they had to be purchased together. But that's just my opinion. I honestly did not like either of the flavors. But you know, some people really did, and some people were definitely really asking for like, especially like a coffee or espresso flavor bomb.com. You know, I am an avid Reddit lurker. And then the final release of October was the home fragrance kit, which was only in flagship stores. I'm not sure if it was available in London, but it was available in the LA store and the Soho store, and that was it was like a ceramic ornament that you could, sorry, my nose is so stuffy, I sneezed, but a ceramic ornament that was Glossier U scented, and it came with a 8 milliliter Glossier U travel spray that you could use to refresh the ceramic ornament. And that was meant to like hang in your car, or you can put it in a drawer, and like it'll make everything smell really nice. So October was a very big month for like new product releases. November, like we're going more into merchandise releases, which was an interesting choice for the holidays. So in November, we had the LA crew neck release, which is a store exclusive merch item and sweatshirt. Well, it's both, but yeah, exclusive to the Los Angeles store. It says Los Angeles on the front, which is really cool. I think as someone who works on that team, a lot of people were really excited to have another store specific merch item for the LA store, and especially one that says LA. Okay, then we had the very coveted Tumblr relaunch. Those disappeared like that. You could not find one. So like I said, you know, if you had known in the summer, you would have got one earlier. But yeah, the Tumblr relaunched. They also launched the Three-Eyed Smiley mug, which is a new permanent part of the Glossier merch collection. It's available online and in stores. I think it's available in all retail stores. We also had the holiday hoodie, which was this gorgeous maroon hoodie. It's very warm. It's a little bit longer than the other hoodies in terms of cut. And also came with this like really cute little ornament on the top. And then the ties were like a wide ribbon tie, like drawstring. And then there's like a patch on the wrist. Very cute. And then the holiday tee, which not as cute, honestly. Not as cute. fun little Easter egg. The numbers, if you're doing like when you only write with your phone or like write with numbers, it says you look good. So that was really cute. And then they came out with 3 caps. So the denim cap, the pink cap, and the white cloud paint cap. So yeah, big month for merch in November. And then in December, definitely slowed down in terms of launches, but we just had the shadow sticks, which actually were like a really fun product to add to the lineup. There are a lot of eye products at Glossier, which I feel like don't get enough love. But yeah, chunky shadow sticks, very cute. I think very like trendy in terms of like harkening back to like early 2000s, like indie sleaze era makeup. But like done it Glossier style. Like they're very sheer. They're not like crazy pigmented. They're like the colors are pretty muted, except Stereo, which is like a really cool navy blue. But I think this was meant to be a product like the year before where they launched the #1 pencils. There were 2. One was called Etch, the other one was called Nouveau, and they were meant to be like the New Year's look. So I think the shadow sticks were meant to be like what you're going to use for New Year's. And then we finish off the year with one final launch, which was the 8ml Dew and Rev as like their individual products, so you didn't have to buy it in the discovery set, which was really exciting. A lot of people were asking for that immediately after launch, so it was cool that they came out with that right before the new year but after the holiday anyway. And that's it for 2024. Like I said, nearly, I mean, if you don't count the separate shades, it's like around 50 or so. If you do count separate shades, it's like over 60 new items. Like when you're counting, I guess, SKUs, it's like over 60 items, which is very impressive and a huge jump from like, I feel like back in 2018 there'd be maybe like 3 or 4 product launches. I have to double check, like don't take my word on it yet. But this is definitely like a huge push, especially knowing the strategy that like Kyle Leahy and Emily Weiss are promoting now, in terms of the company. Like huge jump. I think it's like hit or miss, but when it comes to fishing, you just got to keep casting out your nets. So I think a lot of the merch items were huge hits. Most notably like the lighter, the sling, and I really, in terms of new makeup and skincare products, I really love the lip line, and the shade extensions for the lip glosses. It was a lot, and really exciting as a Glossier, like a longtime Glossier fan, because I think we're like always asking for, like, I personally have like a bingo card, like a running list of products that I wish Glossier made. And so some people might complain like, oh, they're making too many products. But at the end of the day, like people are always asking for these things. And so I think it's just really exciting that the brand is going to be has been stepping up and like really giving people what they want. Catch me soon. Please drop any comments, questions that you have, or like any future products that you want down below. It's been really fun making this podcast, I guess. And I hope you're enjoying it too at home. And yeah, great connecting with you. I'm Nicole. Till next time. Bye.